Hey everyone, Pot Sam. Welcome to the At the Bench update. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the thumbs up, and hit that bell notification button. Okay, so here we go. Another bench update. I've no idea how long it's been since the last one. It will have been when we finished the BMW, so probably about a month ago. Um, if you've watched my focus video, the last part, there's a bit at the end of it where I went a bit in depth about things. Like things haven't been all that great over the last month. I'm not going to get into it all again because I don't want to go over the negativity again. We're going to push forward on this and get past some of the negativity that's floating around at the minute. So the focus didn't get built. I'll explain in a minute because if you've not seen the video, I'll show some pictures that I have of it and explain the reasons and what have you. But yes, there's a few things going on. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I don't know if there's a bit of shit staring going on, or he said, they said, this has happened kind of thing. But I'm not going to get into it all because it's all that we've been dealing with for the past 3 weeks. It's going on and on and on. And I think we need to push back past the negativity and move on to the positivity of the future. So all I'm going to say about the fact of the matter is that, as usual, if you don't hear me say it and you hear it from somebody else, don't always believe the one side of the story because it doesn't always mean it's true. A lot of people out there have an agenda to cause trouble, and they can often force across their misinformed or malicious rumours. So if you've not heard it said, or if you have heard something, come and ask me and I'll say, yeah, I said that, or no, I didn't say that. And don't believe the hearsay because many people have been caught out before over the hearsay, and it's a shame to lose viewers and members over a few malicious people that are just intent on causing trouble. So that is the end of that. If you want to know the other bits, go watch under my last focus video. I'll explain about my personal issues that have happened recently and things that have been kind of screwing with my head a little bit and the reasons for not quite finishing the focus. So let's jump straight in. So the focus we were doing as a video build. It was a very kind gift from my buddy Mike Tynan, and I was enjoying it. I've built the kit before. I know it's got issues with my head being not with it and what's been going on lately and things I found out and so on and so forth. It came to a head the other day when trying to finish the model, I was 2 steps away from smashing it up out of sheer frustration. There's a few tricky bits on that car. The rear windows are a pain in the backside to do, and the 2K didn't quite go to the way I wanted. Didn't look that great, and rather than ruining it and lose my mojo, which I actually did for 4 days because I haven't done any modelling for 4 days, I decided to call it a day. It's not very often I'll quit, but I did. I was like, I'm just done. I'm done with this. Wrapped it up. It was about 95% finished, and I was like, I've had enough. It's going back in the box. I'm going to sell it. I already had somebody who wanted to buy it anyway, and I sold it to Alan. Hello, Alan, if you're watching, at a bargain price, in my opinion, just to get rid of it, and it's gone. It'll be with Alan probably today. Should be with him today. And he can finish it, and he can sort out how he wants to finish it to his own thing. So the focus is gone. Didn't quite get finished. These are the pictures of it that go up. It looked okay, but there was flaws on it I wasn't happy about and things that had gone wrong. And it just needed a bit of time to finish, and I wasn't willing to put any more time into it. So we're done there. I do apologise. I apologised in the last part of the build video. I did give my reasons. So if you want to see those in depth, go and watch that because I don't want to go all over it again. I'm sick of going over all ground over things. Like I say, this video today is the last step in talking about the negativity, and it's moving on with a new positive outlook. That's what we're going to go for, because everyone needs to be miserable. Everyone needs to live their life miserable and try and make others miserable and so on and so forth. That's what we're going to do today. So that's the negativity gone. So what's next? Right, number one, I bought a dehydrator. I'm doing some experiments with that, which we're going to talk about in a second, but they're turning out well. really well. I've got some new purchases, gifts, trades, so we'll have a look at those. I've got no idea what I have and haven't shown in the last bench update. I'm going to have to go back and have a look and probably add a bit to this. So this might be a bit all over the shop today, and it's not going to be as long as normal because I don't have as much to chat about. So, what's the next build? It's the Audi Quattro, the car we reviewed a while back when I got it. I was waiting on some decals. They've arrived. It's literally sat there for 4 days waiting to be started, and I've had no mojo whatsoever to do it. But getting this done today will be the closure on all the negativity, and we're going to move on and start that. So I've looked through the box of that in a minute. I've got the kit, I've got the aftermarket set, and I've got the HB decals from Reggie. So that's the next video build. Once I get that to clear coat and part 1's done, I'm then going to build this Fujimi Testarossa Spider. So it's 16 scale, one of my larger scale builds that I like. And myself and Luke are building Fujimi Testarossas. He's doing a standard, normal, hardtop Testarossa. And Alan, Parker, and Simon Shorey, we're all going to join in as a buddy build, doing a large-scale buddy build. So if you want to join in, you can. It'll go on ISM, so probably about a week when I start this. It is going to be red, unfortunately, because Testarossas look crap in any other colour. Sorry about that, my shoulder's twinging. So it is going to be red. Yes, I did look at yellow and looked at black, but they just don't show the lines of the car properly, so it is going to be black. It is going to be red. But Luke, my buddy Luke Ward, has printed me off some very nice wheels for it that I found. So it's going to have different wheels on it. And it looks to be a good kit. It really does look to be a good kit. So that's the next one. As you can see, I've got a very nice Aventador behind me. Mr. Brian Wimwell bought me because he's mad. Literally. So we're going to have a quick look through the box of that in a minute as well. And I've got loads of other cool projects coming up for the future as well. So we'll have a look at those. We're going to have a look now, actually. We'll have a look at the what we've got recently. Like I say, it may skip around a bit. I may have to add a bit because I might have forgotten bits I've gotten. I think I have, but we'll find out in a bit. And then we're going to have a look at my findings with the Dehydrator so far. So let's first of all go and have a look at what we've been buying, given, traded this month. Right then, so first off, purchases. Well, there's not much I've bought this week. Well, this month. Can't even think what I have bought. But what I have been sent is some very, very cool things by a number of people and done some pretty awesome trades. So I got the Alpha Models McLaren P1 in a trade a while back from a guy called Cade. He then messaged me saying he had some more to fancy a trade. So I traded in a few plastic molder kits for these 4 Alpha Molder kits here that you can see on screen now. Excellent trade. He's happy. I'm very happy. We've got some wonderful projects for the future, so they're going to be very, very interesting to build at a later date. So that's good. So we got those. Paul Chaplin was listening on one of the live streams, and I mentioned the Alfa Romeo from Tamiya. He said he had one. Did one at a fantastic price. Paul's an absolute gentleman there regarding that. Also said he had a Honda NSX. Was he interested? Yes, definitely. Gave him another brilliant price. Sadly, when it arrived, the NSX had a broken screen, which is a real shame because it's such a hard to find kit now. And after speaking to Paul, he eventually gave me an NSX and I paid for the Alpha. So thank you, Paul. Really sorry it arrived broke, buddy. It is very gutting because it is a really hard to find kit, that one. If we can find a screen, I'll sort you out for it. But thank you, mate. Appreciate it again. Another project to the stash. And Mr. Luke Carswell sent me a Abrams from Rifle Models. Now, he's saying this is in part payment of a project I'm going to do for him, a kind of commission. But we'll see about that, Luke. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, wonderful kit, absolutely beautiful. So these are all basically. I only bought one of these kits. The rest have been donations by awesome people and trades as well. So some lovely kits there, really, really nice. If I think of anything else I've bought, I'll pop her up on screen as well. Quite hazy from the last bench update. One thing I did get, and I don't know if I showed it, was the Audi Quattro, which is going to be our next build. I can't remember if I showed this or not in the last bench update. I forget I've reviewed it on the channel. You can go back and look. We've got the detailed upset for it as well, and the HP decals from Reggie model as well to build my most favouriteest Group B rally car ever. This is the next video build on the channel. It's been sat on my bench for 4 days because I've not really felt like building anything lately. But the short wheelbase Quattro is a beautiful looking thing. So I'm hoping to start this today. That is the plan. So another wonderful project in the works. But one thing I have been sent by Mr. Brian Windmill, who will be eagerly watching this, is this absolutely beautiful hobby design kit. Which I believe is the same as Alpha. I think they own each other or whatever it is. Hobby Design owns Alpha. And this was the one I saw that I wanted out of all of them because the Lamborghini LB Aventador, so win-win straight away. It's in the Gulf scheme, which is one of my favourite all-time schemes. So a total win, and it's just a beautiful car. Look at that. So this arrived this morning. Thank you, Brian. I've already spoke to him and thanked him. He's crazy. Very, very generous gift, and I was going to review it, and I thought, well, there's no real point because we did the McLaren the other day, and it's essentially the same kind of thing. It's just resin, everything, really crisply molded, cast and what have you. So I just thought we'll just go quickly through the box. So we've got some beautiful decals, very, very nice Gulf decals there. So they're looking really cool. We've got the glasswork, which is the old acetate sheet. We've got the rudimentary instructions, which are basic, but I think enough to see what you need to do. Definitely. Beautiful looking car. Absolutely stunning. We've got photo etch. 3 sheets of photo etch in there as well, so that'll keep us all busy in there. Pop it there. We've got bags upon bags of beautifully cast resin. Really nice. I'm not going to go through it all because we'll be here all day doing it. And some nice turned rims with resin inserts, which are absolutely stunning as well. Very, very nice. Tyres, we've got a whole load of screws, rivets, more decals in there, springs, all sorts of stuff, more resin. There's tons of stuff in here. They're not cheap kits. This one's about 180 odd quid or something stupid, and Brian's crazy. But thank you, Brian. Really appreciate it, mate. And I've not even looked at it. It's literally arrived this morning. I thought I'll open it on my bench update, and we'll have a look together. So if I build one of these next or soon, it'll be this one. This is the one I wanted to build. And I'm really looking forward to it because it's just absolutely stunning. It really, really is. I haven't opened this. I just hope to God it's all in one piece, because resin can be really iffy. It's quite brittle at times. So hopefully it's all in one piece, and it certainly looks to be. And that's beautiful. That is one absolutely stunning piece of resin. That is a beautiful car. So thank you very much, Brian. That is an absolute beauty, that thing. Absolutely stunning. Obviously you get your cockpit, your chassis, and what have you. So this is going to be a very, very nice build. And it'll be the first one of these resin kits that I do. Like 100%, because it's the one I saw and I was like, oh, out of all of them, that's the one I want. And that's why Brian went and bought it. It got direct from Japan. Had it shipped and then had it shipped to me next day. So thank you, Brian. You're mad doing it, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. It's a wonderful gift. So thank you, my friend. Thank you very, very much. So it looks wonderful. Like I said, I was going to review it and I thought there's no real point because it's the same as the McLaren we did. It's the same principle of what they are. They're a full resin kit with resin parts. So we're just kind of repeating ourselves, but I do plan on building that soon. So we will get a bit more of an in-depth look of it, but it's just a stunning looking car and an absolutely beautiful model. So looking forward to trying one of these. I've not built one before. Like I said the other day in my Patreon stream, which I've been doing for the patrons every month, Patreon exclusive live stream. I've got trans kits to do. which I think I showed. Did I show those last time? I can't remember. If I haven't, I'll go through them all. I've got a trans kit for... I haven't shown them, actually, thinking about it. I've got a trans kit for the R32 Skyline. I've got a trans kit for the Evo 6, making it the Tommy Mackinnon edition. And I've got the Ellen something or other GT500 for the Gone in 60 Seconds car as well. I haven't shown them, so there's pictures of those on screen as well. So I've got, from the start, just a basic trans kit to a resin body to full-blown resin kit. I've got 6 of these now, so I've certainly got a few in the stash to do. So yeah, thank you, Brian. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Love it. Beautiful car, and it will be the first one I build, hopefully very soon as well. As I thought, there were other bits. So Brian Mummel very kindly sent me this level 3 Star Wars Snowspeeder. A bit of a joke off Brian as well, as I think a genuine gift. And some Citadel paint he no longer wanted. So thank you very much, Brian, for that too. I also bought the Ford GT40 Mark II from Meng. Review of this on the channel. I think it looks a great kit. Gets a bit of criticism here and there, but for me, I thought it looked a wonderful kit. If not a bit pricey, but it looked great. I did a trade with Gary Ride the Wind and got the BMW M3 on the left, all the Fujimi wheels there as well. I also bought the Mitsubishi Evo 6 from Tamiya and another new BMW for myself as well as another new BMW, because you can never have too many. And I got a Ferrari Testarossa from Gary as well, 16 scale Fujimi, because I sold mine to Luke Ward and instantly regretted it. So I managed to get this in a very good trade from Gary, so thank you, Gary. And from Cade, the guy I got the other Alpha models from, I got this McLaren P1 GTR, which I also reviewed on the channel the other day. So some great kits there. Let's go back to me. Right, so there you go, some pretty cool stuff there. I've got to say thank you to everybody. You're all absolute legends. If I've added bits, I've added them. I can't remember if I have or not, but I will have. Have I've added. So let's go and have back and have a quick chat about this Dehydrator. Right then, so the other thing I bought as well is I bought a Dehydrator. So I've had one before, and I had an issue with it because I 2K'd the body and put it straight in the Dehydrator. I didn't let it flash off. I didn't know you had to. I got solvent pop in the clear, which is bubbles in the clear. It ruined the model, and me being me, I just got rid of it. Sent it back, and was done. Reading up about things lately, I've been reading about 2K and its drying times and using the dehydrators to their full efficiency. So I went out and bought a decent one, cost me £120. Luckily, you got it on the 5-month credit. You can get it on Amazon, so interest free, so that's good. This is the spare body out of the Shelby Revell kit that we're using for the trans kit. So this is spare. So I primed it in Tamiya spray primer, Tamiya TS14 black, and then clear coated it in Gravity Spain. And this is what we're left with. Now there's fingerprints all over the rest of it because none of the rest of it has been polished. So if I just give it a buff up everywhere. But what we did do is we did flat and polish the roof. And we've got a decent finish there. I burned through a little bit right there because I was giving this quite a bit of stick to see how it would hold up. Now, what I found is I 2K'd this, let it off gas for 20 minutes. I put it in the dehydrator on 45 degrees C, which is what, about 120 Fahrenheit, I think. After 45 minutes, I had a quick check of it. It was all going well, and it was touch dry. So I was like, wow, that's really quick. So 2K at about 20 degrees is dust dry in about an hour, which means if anything lands on it like dust, it'll blow back off. It's touch dried about 24, and it's fully hardened, cured in 48 to 72 hours-ish, roughly. But what I've noticed is, and it's a common thing with 2K, is even after a month of being dried like that, I can quite often put a fingernail mark in the finish. Now, if you can do that, it will never polish up to its full potential. And I tested it on an inconspicuous part of the Ford Focus I just finished. Just a part you couldn't see anywhere. And after a month of drying in here, which right now is sitting at 23 degrees, so it's around 20 degrees average, it had hardened but not to its full potential. So this was the idea of trying the dehydrator. So I popped it in for 3 hours, Took it out, gave it a polish. I'm still getting a few scratches, so I thought, okay, and I can still put a thumbprint in it, a thumbnail mark in it, sorry. So I put it back in for another 3 hours. Tried it again. It was better. I could just put a slight thumbnail mark in it, but nothing like any that hadn't been cured in the dehydrator. So this has been sitting now. I think yesterday was day 3. So it's been cured at 50 degrees C for 6 hours in the end is how I did it. And then it's sat in here curing for the rest of the time at about 20 odd degrees. Now, like I say, on a month-old car Focus, the Focus that I cleared a month ago, I can still put a thumbnail mark in it. This, after 3 days, I can't put any mark in that clear coat at all. Not a thing. Even with full fingernail pressure, it leaves no indentation in there whatsoever. So the dehydrators work. Now, my main concern was after drying it for the 6 hours, was basically after 6 hours, I had the body to the stage the Focus was after a month of not being dehydrated. This is going to get confusing, but just listen to what I'm saying. So for me, there was no benefit there because I don't need a car body in 6 hours. At the very least, a week. If I'm building for myself, I'll get to this in a week. If I'm doing a video build, it can be 2-3 weeks down the line before I need it. So I could just let it dry on its own. But for the sheer hardness this has got in just 3 days, it's well worth doing. So I'll make a video on it. We'll probably cover it on the Audi. We'll do it on that. And I'll show the process of doing it, the dehydrator I bought, and so on. But it looks a success. I haven't polished anywhere else on this. This is all completely out the gun. And it's still, other than the dust, which I've got rid of on the roof, it's still a very good finish. There's fingerprints all down the side. Let me see if I can wipe them off. There's fingerprints all down the side, but it's a beautiful finish just straight out the airbrush. I think it's definitely leveled it more by baking it on because, you know, full-size cars are baked. The finish is baked. There's fingerprints all down this side, but you can see it's a damn good finish. It really, really is a very, very nice 2K. So I think it's something worth investigating. And like I say, we'll use it on the Audi and we'll see how it goes and we'll make our final judgment there. And I'll make a video on it and cover it all. So, yeah, the dehydrator is looking positive. It lives in my kitchen and it's big as well. It's like 30 centimetres tall, 35 centimetres wide, 45 centimetres deep. So it's a pretty good size. And I reckon I could at least get 16 scale in there, maybe even 12. So I think it's going to prove useful over the builds. Not for the speed. I'm not too fussed about the speed, just for the sheer hardness of the 2K, because it is curing it better. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. And I will make a video on it. We will cover it in the Audi and see the results in that one. So that's it. So that's what I've been buying, giving, etc. We've got future projects. The Aventador will be built at some point as well, because I'm really looking forward to that one. Thank you again, Brian. And that's it, really. We've not got much else to talk about. I was going to look at the fish tank today, but I can't bother. It's a pain to get all the tripods set up. We'll look at it next night. It needs a trim again. It's got a little bit wild again, which it always does. The plant growth is immense in there. If I think on, I'll stick a quick bit of phone video footage in there so you can have a look. Everyone's very happy in there. The fish are doing well, shrimp are doing well, and all the plants are just growing mad as they always do, so that's good. Hangouts, yeah, Hangouts are still going. I've been a bit stricter on who's added to them now because this is where some of the issues have come from. So the link's over on the Hangout group. You can find it there. If you PM me, I'll send it you. So you can come and join those should you wish. Live shows still continuing as normal with the Fridays and the Sundays. We did an impromptu bank holiday one last Monday that worked out really well. We had a good time on that one. So those sporadic ones, just out the blue ones, may continue as well. So yes, we'll continue with those too. Obviously, Telford's going ahead. We found out the news the other day that Telford's 100% going ahead. So hopefully we'll see you all there as well over the weekend of November 13th and 14th. My birthday, the 14th. So that's quite good. No idea it's going to be as busy as usual. There are some stipulations. I think you need your COVID passport, your inoculation, your vaccine passport. Whether you have to wear masks or not, I don't know at all. But we'll be there on the stand. I think we're in the same place. We're in Hall 1 again. I don't know if we're in the exact same place or just across the way. I'm not sure. So if you're there, come on over and say hello. I won't be shaking hands this year for obvious reasons, but I am there to chat with you and ask any questions you've got as well. So that's going to be an interesting weekend as well. So it's good to hear it's going ahead. Bit of trepidation there with that one, with going to a place with thousands of people, but I guess things have to get back to some sort of normality eventually, don't they? So that's what's going to happen with that. Patreon, I've been doing everything for the Patreon channel. There's no paywalls at all. Everything that's always been publicly viewable still is, and it always will be. The only thing that's been added is a monthly Patreon live stream for any of the supporters, and that's just to discuss any changes, get people's opinions, because I do value my supporters' opinions because they're the people supporting, and without them there wouldn't be videos. It's simple. So we're doing those on the first of every month, get some good feedback and good ideas. So anything discussed in those is discussed in here as well afterwards. You're not left out at all, don't feel that. But if you want to support the channel, my videos, the content, there's a Patreon me link down below, and a PayPal me link as well. Thank you to everyone that's taken the time to become a supporter via PayPal, Patreon, or sending me things. You're all absolute stars and legends. You really are. From the bottom of my heart, I do thank you all. Thank you very, very much, because you're helping a lot more than you think. You really are. It's immense. So thank you very much for that one. And that's it, really. I've not got much else to talk about. Like I say, we've got the buddy build starting large scale. We will post up about that on the ISM GB page if you're not a member of that. If you go in the description down below, there's a link to that page. The link to join the Off Air Hangouts is in the description down below. The Patreon link, the PayPal me link, ISM Facebook, UMP link is all there as well. The bench page for the live show, the Off Air Hangout groups, come join the Hangouts is there, and my Paul SM modelling page is all in there as well. So you can find all the links down below, and come and join us, and come and have some fun with us in an Off Air Hangout. Remember, if you hear things, come and ask me first before you believe them, because it's not always true, or sometimes twisted the other way. But anyway, no more negativity. Positive. We're going on. We're going to crack open this Audi Quattro today and get it started. And I've got loads of plans for videos coming up as well. Because as we've noticed, I've upped the video content a bit. And yes, if you've got any suggestions for videos you'd like to see or reviews, please pop them in the comments down below. And do comments. I do read all your comments and appreciate everyone that takes the time to leave a comment. I do heart them all and answer the questions as and when I can as well. So thank you all. And that's it. So there we go. Thanks for watching today. A bit of a shorter bench update for a change. But yeah, not much to talk about really. But onwards and upwards. We're going to move on past this. And let's build some models and enjoy our hobby. There we go. Thanks for watching today. I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.